Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Ground and Pound podcast, best bets video for UFC Baku Hill taking on Rountree over in Azerbaijan. And as always, we've got parlays, we've got props, we've got money lines to talk about this week. And if you're enjoying the content here on the Ground and Pound podcast, as always, hit that like and subscribe button as we talk about our confidence slam of the week. This parlay has hit 4 out of our last 5 weeks. It is the one that I put the most money on. Unfortunately, Joaquin Buckley did spoil it for us last week, looking to make it 5 of our next 6 here with the opening leg of Tagir Ulanbekov here, money line, to get it done as our confident parlay first leg. I think the Dagestani wrestler comes in here and does exactly what he does in most of his fights. He comes in, he gets the takedowns here, he rides out a decision with his top heavy wrestling style, heavy pressure. Azamat Maxim, short notice opponent here. I don't think he keeps up in the wrestling here with Tagir. I think that he pretty much gets this fight to the ground early and often, rides out for a decision with the wrestling to kick things off in our confidence slam of the week. And secondly, in our second leg, we have Mutabek Orobai. I like Orobai to get it done here. This guy is a savage. He is an absolute animal. If you watched his last fight against Rebecki, you will be impressed at the amount of toughness that this guy showed. He can strike, he can grapple. But I think in this one, I think he comes in, I think he grapples as well. I think that he takes his opponent down. Musayev, he's been submitted many times in the past. I think Team Alpha Male gets in Orobai's ear here, tells him to wrestle. He took a lot of damage in his last fight. I think he uses the grappling here, maybe finds a submission or ultimately wins a decision here with the striking and the wrestling. This parlay is sitting at about plus 100. I've seen it on some sports books, at plus 103. It's sitting around just about even money for our slam of the week to make it 5 of our next 6. Let's get this one rolling. This is the one that I put the most money on, and let's make some money here, fight family. And next up, we have the chalk parlay, and kicking things off inside the distance, Nadim Sadikov against Nicholas Motta. I think that he gets this one done, whether it be on the ground or on the feet. I'm going to say KO most likely. We've seen with Nicholas Motta in the past that he has been knocked out in 4 of his 5 losses. And I just think that he is a little bit chinny. I do think that he obviously has got a little bit of momentum now that he's got a win, but I just think Sadikov here is just lightning on the feet, much more technical. I think he finds the chin early in rounds 1 or 2 here, and I think he probably puts Motta away to kick things off in our chalk parlay here. And the second leg is Melissa Mullins. She's already beaten her opponent, Daria, once before. First round, ground and pound. I think this one could go to a decision, but Mullins, in terms of the grappling, is levels above. 2-time gold medalist in no-gi jiu-jitsu. I think that she can get this fight to the floor again and find another submission or ground and pound victory. So I think that she probably gets it done inside the distance, taking her money line here just to get plus 121. And I like both of these legs here for the chalk parlay to get us 2 for 2 on the parlays. I'm feeling good this week, guys. I'm feeling confident. This is another one I think hits for us. And next up, we have Bogdan Grad, plus 3.5 on the spread. We just need him to win 1 round. This one's crazy to me because I think both guys are very skilled. I think this fight's pretty much a coin flip. So to be getting plus 3.5 on the spread for Bogdan Grad here is crazy. I did pick Naimov in our in our full card breakdown. I thought Naimov would probably win this fight. I think both guys are skilled in the striking. Both guys can grapple. I just look at this fight as this could be a coin flip, but we're getting plus 3.5. Bogdan Grad is a huge underdog. I don't really see how. I think this could be a split decision, and we just need Bogdan Grad to win 1 round here for plus 3.5 to hit, and that's sitting at around plus 110. So as long as he wins 1 round, we cash here at plus money. So give me Bogdan Grad plus 3.5 here on the spread as a little play here. Pretty much just on the value of Bogdan Grad and both of these guys being pretty much an even kill in terms of this matchup. And next up, we have Sekyun Ko taking on Oban Elliott. And I did pick Elliott to win on the full card breakdown, but I think this fight's going to be a much closer fight than these odds suggest. We've seen in the past with Elliott, he does keep fights a little bit close. His boxing's decent, but he struggles to finish opponents. And to me, Ko, his Sambo background, I think, is fantastic. He has a very snappy, sharp left hand. And I think that the power and the striking might be on the side of Ko here. But I do think ultimately Elliott pulls it out in a close split decision. But we're getting plus 3.5 on the spread here for Ko. And obviously I couldn't find the line. It wasn't available before making this video. But I know it's going to be plus money because Ko is a huge underdog here against Elliott. I think that the odds are way off. I think he could definitely win 1 round here. So give me plus 3.5 for Ko on the spread here, just like Bogdan. Both are going to be at plus money here for our best bets. And this week's dog of the week, my favorite betting underdog. If you guys haven't seen the video already, I released it earlier this week on the channel so you guys could get plus money. It is Ignacio Bahamundes, my favorite betting underdog on the entire card. I got him at plus 100. He's now flipped to the favorite. Hopefully that line movement shows that he is going to get it done for us this week. Ignacio being obviously the bigger, taller, rangier, lightweight. I think he gets it done here. If you're interested in a full highlight reel tape and a full breakdown, keys to victory for Ignacio Bahamundes, check out in the description. I leave the dog of the week video up there for you guys to check out. It'll be at the end of the video also. I think Ignacio Bahamundes gets it done this week as my favorite betting underdog, dog of the week, getting us back on track for the plus money. And unfortunately for you guys, there is only one prop that I do like this week. I think a lot of the value's been sucked out of some of these props on this card, but the one that really stood out to me was Bogdan by decision. I think either way this fight goes against Naimov, it's going to be a decision. I think if we go here, Bogdan by decision plus 700, 7-1 on your money here, I think that this fight's going to be close. If it comes down to the judges' scorecards, which I think it will, hopefully that we can get Bogdan here to pull this one out. And I just think realistically that this fight should be much closer than what's the odds suggest. I think both guys, like I said, are tough. I don't think there'll be a finish. I think both guys can wrestle, both guys can strike, and ultimately Bogdan hopefully can get his hand raised here for our prop section. And I just feel like some of these odds that the books are quite sharp to this week. I think that the matchups they're favoring, some of the finishes, they've put them at pretty chalky price tags. So I want to try and find value in some of these prop sections here, and this is the one that really stood out to me. So only one prop this week, Bogdan by decision plus 700. I like him to get it done. If he does get it done, it's going to the judges' scorecards. And if you guys haven't checked it out yet, we have the full card breakdown for the PFL World Tournament. Carlos and I do a full card breakdown there for all of our picks and predictions for the upcoming tournament, lightweights and women's featherweights this week. And we have the dog of the week video that I mentioned earlier on. That is obviously Ignacio Bahamundes. Full highlight reel tape there for your entertainment, and a full breakdown of why I think that he's my favorite betting underdog this week and gets it done for the dog of the week. And the full card breakdown for UFC Baku Hill taking on Rountree is also live on the channel. All of those should be popping up for you shortly. And if you're enjoying the content here, let's make some money this week, Fight Family. Hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.